Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing with the duo drops and a lot of Plouise paints and Plouise eyeshadows. So if that's something you're interested in, stick around, see what happens, see how I created this look. The things that I'm going to use today are acid rain paints, and what else did I have? The duo drops and my new Stack 'em Up palette, which is the purple one. I think it's called CEO, which is absolutely gorgeous. That got this in the sale, in the Black Friday sale on Plouise, as I did a lot of other things. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So these are what the duo drops look like. As you can see, it's not full. I will insert a picture that I took of when I first opened it, and I was just a bit disappointed. It does come with this stuck to the lid, which is actually how I got my product off today. I just used whatever was on the lid for my eyes, and yeah, I was just a bit disappointed that it wasn't full to the brim. Like, these are like worth £20 or something. Now they're not in the sale. So that was a little bit disappointing. That's expensive for such a small amount of product. And I just wanted to show you my little Plouise paint collection, because why not? I have too many. No, I don't have enough. So first of all, I fell in love with the acid rain paints. I started to collect those. They are a collaboration between Plouise and Mitchell. I do believe I have all of them. So the first one is blank canvas, which you can use as a base for cutting your crease. It's just, I mean, it's good if that's your sort of skin tone, which to me, it does match quite well. It's just a nice base to put eyeshadows on top of. So that's the first one. And then the rest of them are all brightly coloured and lovely. I even got the limited edition one that came back, which is Limelight, which I was dying to get my hands on because look at the neonness of that bright green. Absolutely gorgeous. Then I've got Raver, which is bright pink. We've got Nitro, which is like a bluey colour. And then Ecstasy, which is like a deep midnight blue with a tinge of purple in it. And then we have Glow Girl, which is a nice pinky colour, deeper than Raver. Okay, then we have the crisp finishes. I've got a lot of paints in front of me right now that are just cascading onto my desk. All the crisp finishes arrive in like a crisp packet, and they come with a brush. Now, I don't know if there's still many in stock on the Plouise website. Hopefully there is if you're wanting to pick some up, and they're still in the sale. But yeah, they come in a crisp packet of a specific flavour of each one of the colour, and then you get a nice flat brush with it, which are the flat brushes that I use all the flipping time. They are the Plouise 7072 brushes. So this is what they look like. Just a nice flat brush. I use them for carving out my brows, cutting my crease, and applying shimmers. They're just so versatile, I love them. This one is actually what a treat my base brush is. Which one does this match? I think this came with this crisp finish, which is Tangy Tea. So they all come with a brush that's colour corresponding. Then we have got Sweet and Sour, which is a nice dark green. Salty AF, gorgeous light blue. Why am I describing the colours to you? You can see them. Flaming Firecracker, and I have Nice and Saucy, my favourite of the crisp finishes, which is Sexy Chili, and then I have Extra Spicy and Smoking Hot. Then I picked up 3 of the new cosmetic paints. Now so far we've just talked about all of the types of paints. These aren't the bases, these are the paints. So the new cosmetic paints that I think are replacing the crisp finish and acid rain, because they are being discontinued, are these. So I got one in Exotic Apple and Ocean Club and Golden Treasure. I also have the black and the white. I have the Re-White and I have the Feed Black. And I have one of the shimmery bases, the metallic shimmers. This is the gold one. Does it have a name? I'm not sure, but it's the gold shimmery paint. And then I also have some of the bases. Now the bases are different to the paints. I can't make this clear enough. The paints are thick, pigmented, opaque, easy to work with, amazingness. The bases are not my favourite. They're quite sheer, they're just a thinner consistency. I'm not as keen, to be honest. I know a lot of people still love them, but I have 4 of them, and here are the 4 that I have. And I hardly ever use them, just because, like I say, the paints are so much better. I wouldn't recommend picking any more of these up. yeah, they're just not as good as the paints, what can I say? But I do use my Plouise base in Rumour 01 for cutting my crease a lot of the time. That is really good for cutting my crease. It's not as thick as, obviously, the Blank Canvas Acid Rain paint for cutting the crease. Yeah, a lot thinner, this one. So that is my collection. Hopefully this video isn't going to be the longest one in the world, and let's get into the eye look. So guys, I haven't primed because I don't usually like to when I'm using the Plouise paints as a base for eyeshadow. So I'm starting out with the Acid Rain paint by Plouise and Mitchell in the shade Ibiza, which is the nice purple shade, and I'm just going to take it on one of the Plouise brushes that come with the crisp finish sets, which is a 7072 flat brush, and I just want to mark out a shape. Now it doesn't matter what's over this side because I'm going to clean it up, it's just what's on this side of the line that matters. I'm just going to drag that purple a little bit further and just spread it. You don't need a thick layer of these at all, these are very thick paints that I use. It's just the bases that are thinner, which I'm not as keen on, but these ones are lovely and thick and you don't need a lot of product. Then I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and just blend out the edge of this so it's a little bit softer. As you can see, that was super easy to lay down and the colour is gorgeous. And once you've blended it out with a fluffy brush, it just looks fantastic. Now I'm going to go into my new to me Stack 'em Up palette. It's the purple one. I think this one is called CEO. I'm just going to take another sort of flat brush. This is from the new Melt collection. It is the number 24 brush. And I'm going to go into the shade Empire, which is this one here. Just want to plop this right where I made that first line of purple. I mean, you don't need to set these with eyeshadow, but I do want a bit of a blend going on. I'm just going to take that same fluffy brush I had before, put a little bit of the same Empire shade on, just to blend it out a bit more. And I'm going to take a JS13 brush and I want to go into the shade Priceless, which is this gorgeous light pastel purple here. And just work on the blend between these two until I'm happy. Might go into a bit more of Empire again on the same brush. Okay, now that that is down and I'm happy with the shadows that are on top, I've just done the other eye, I'm going to go into another Acid Rain paint. This is the shade Raver, which is a nice bright pink, and another 7072 brush, and I just want to do a little line underneath where we have that purple. Now I am going to clean it up so it really doesn't matter if it's messy on the other side, but the side that's closest to the purple, I kind of need it to be neat. Don't forget, you're not allowed to breathe when you do this, or even when you're watching me do it. I'm joking, please do breathe. And as you're using these paints, it's so much easier than putting down a base, then putting down the eyeshadow, then cutting it again. It's just, it saves that process. So I'm just going to clean this pink line up with a makeup wipe and then we'll see what else we need to do. Then on another flat brush, 7072, again, we're going to take a cosmetic paint, and this is in Exotic Apple, which looks amazing. This is also new to me. And I just want to, from the pink line, connect a green line. I shouldn't really talk while I'm doing this. And I'm just going to pull that green a little bit. I've changed my mind with my plan. I'm going to pull that green up higher. I just want to take a small fluffy brush and just blend out the edge, the top edge of that green paint. That is so vibrant and gorgeous, that green, it's beautiful. And again, I'm just going to clean up underneath this now with a makeup wipe. You can use a Q-tip and micellar water, which is probably a lot better than what I'm going to be doing, but I'm too lazy for that. Okay, I think now it's time for the duo drops, which I've never used before, so it's going to be interesting to see how they go on. I do have mine in, they're called Bat Bitch Drops, and I've still got a little protective-y thing on the top, but wow. Half full though, half full. I'm not even sure how to use these, but I think I'm going to take another 7072 brush in the hope that this will do the job, and I think I'm just going to spread it everywhere on my lid that I want it to be and hope that it's neat and it goes on beautifully and it dries down beautifully. We'll see what's going on. If I want to take a little bit, I'm scared, but they look amazing, so wow. That is wet and very reflective. Really hope that this isn't going to crease. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with the outer corner yet, but I'm just going to paint it on so I can always clean it up before I decide what's happening in that corner. But look how gorgeous and reflective that is. I can't cope right now. Okay, I've just cleaned that up and I am obsessed. It's going to be interesting to see how it wears in the crease, and we'll see how that goes. But wow. Okay guys, so for waterline I'm going to go back into the acid rain paint in Ibiza just to show you how I pop this in my waterline. I use these bases paints every time I do my makeup. It's very rare that I reach for a pencil. I absolutely love these for the waterline. They're very opaque, they don't budge, and they are vivid and bright. Again, on another flat brush. What can I say? I love these brushes. I'm just going to pop this. Sorry if this grosses you out. Try not to get it on your lashes. I mean, I fail, but just look at that. What a stunning waterline. Okay, I'm going to jump off, finish the rest of my makeup, and then we can talk about the bases, the duo drops, and see how everything's looking. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I am a little bit obsessed, to be honest with you. As you will have seen from the close-ups, the shimmer on the duo drops is absolutely stunning. It is so reflective, it's so metallic, it's so shiny. However, right in my very crease, and I mean I have hooded creasy eyes, right in the very crease, I mean it's a tiny little bit sheer. It has gone the slightest bit sheer. I mean, it's not horrific, it's not terrible, but what do I expect when I've got such hooded creasy eyes? I think it looks absolutely stunning. I love the way it all came together. I love the fact that there was so many amazing Plouise products that when you combine them, they just work beautifully together. Everything I've used today, I absolutely love. I will link everything down in the description that I've used today, including base, lips, lashes, eyebrows, all of that good stuff. But yeah, and on the lower lash line, I did use a little bit more from this palette, the Stack 'em Up purple one. Just a few purples just to smoke out the lower lash line to match with the waterline with that Ibiza paint. It looks very graphic, very dramatic and very bold, which is everything that I like. So I'm not going to apologise for this crazy look. I am actually obsessed. Now, I got the duo drops on offer. in the Black Friday sale, so I'm glad I picked them up when they were on offer, because for £20 I think full price is, I mean I will, like I say, link everything down below and all the details will be there, but for half a pot full of, I mean, amazingness, but still I don't really think I'd be picking up any more at that price. To be perfectly honest with you, I can't recommend something that's that price and it's not even a full pot. If it was a full pot, then, you know, I'd actually say probably yes, because they're just so stunning. I hope you can see with the paints that I used, how I use them. Like I say, I'm no expert in Plouise paints and how to use them, but that is how I use them in my makeup routine. If I'm doing a graphic look or something bold, even if I'm doing something not so bold, you can still use them as a base instead of eyeshadow, primer or concealer. And I think they work fantastically as long as you blend out the edges with a nice fluffy brush. They just look beautiful, and the variety of the colours of paints is amazing. I am so sad that the crisp finishes and the acid rains are not being continued, because they are amazing, but I'm liking the look of these new cosmetic paints that she's bringing out, so I need to collect all of those now too. So we use the paints in the waterline. Not everybody likes to do that. I find them comfortable. I don't feel like that they budge. They're easy to remove. They're opaque. They're vibrant. I absolutely love them for the waterline. You've seen me use them as a base with eyeshadow on top, and you've seen me use the pink and the green without putting eyeshadow on top of them, and they look vibrant and beautiful. So that is just how I use my bases, guys. Please let me know if you have tried the duo drops. Have you actually received your order yet and got any? Did you pick any up? Would you pay £20 for half a pot full? Please let me know in the comments down below. Once again, thank you for checking out this video, guys. If you want more makeup content on your timeline, then please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.